this NIL situation has only been in place since July 1st. So we're 6 months into it, and it has quickly gone from a situation in which players have that freedom and they can connect with and contact various companies and entities that will, of course, be contacting the best of the best and going after them, or it's your local sub shop or whomever, to an institution now formalizing this, whether that's Texas and the various superpowers, more formalizing this and being able to secure more prominent, secure overriding deals of mega dollars. And so that's taken it to another level. Now, what you just brought up concerning, just think about this. Think about our college football world prior to 6 months ago, or prior to, in this instance, today. Who would have ever thought that Jackson State could sign the number one ranked player in the country? So Travis Hunter is the number one rated defensive back, could play some wide receiver, number one rated player in the country. He's out of Georgia. Based on everything that I know, and I've been in a situation doing a Florida State show every week for like a year and a half with Florida State insiders, is that I know quite a bit about Travis Hunter. Not that I've personally studied him, but I know some more insider type information just about the story, the journey, and his love of Florida State football. It's all over his house. You know, he's just been committed to Florida State. It's not been a question. There's just not been, again, a doubt, regardless of their issues on the field, that he is a Florida State guy. Well, maybe one of the reasons why he's a Florida State guy is he's a Deion Sanders guy. Yeah. So he has been idolizing Deion Sanders his whole life, and Florida State in particular, or more broadly. So what has happened has, I believe, been completely unexpected by anybody, that he flips his commit on National Signing Day this morning from Florida State to Jackson State and Deion Sanders. And wow, that's just, it's stunning.
It is. I mean, and for me, Mark, anytime you see and I don't follow Florida State recruiting to that level to know how long Travis Hunter had actually been, committed to. But when you see a kid that has been committed to a school and then all of a sudden flips on signing day, I mean, and it happens a lot. I mean, you have to wonder what the reason is, right? So, whether it's NIL or whether it's something worse than NIL, that's happening. So that's happening there. It's college football now. I mean, like it or not, whether it's, like I said, whether it's the recruiting game, whether it's a transfer portal or whatever it is, that's the game. It's turned a little bit into a NFL junior league, which, it is what it is. I mean, to a certain extent, but it's, the way it's the momentum of the game, or of the college game in itself. So yeah, I mean, it's very, I mean, it's going to get. I'm not saying it's necessarily horrible for the sport, but I think that it's the momentum of the sport with NIL and, with other things that kind of happen behind the scenes.
Yeah, I'm trying to find exactly when he committed to Florida State, but it's been forever.
Yeah, I saw a comment here that someone said 2 years. So I don't know how accurate that is, but
okay, so it's been a long time. I'm on 247 Sports right now. Like, he was so entrenched in Florida State football. Like, I can't even find his commitment, because basically his timeline on 247 Sports is filled with nothing but visiting Florida State after his commitment. Like he has actively recruited other players to Florida State. Like he has been on the campaign recruiting players to Florida State. He's been at all their camps, their spring games, their games. He's been on campus constantly, like practically like he's a member of the Florida State football team already. And then all of a sudden on National Signing Day, he flips.
Yeah. I don't, it's bizarre, Mark. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe not, maybe it's not bizarre. It's like, it's what, it's just the momentum of the college game right now. Unfortunately, that's, for whatever it is. A lot of people, talk about, I mean, I think there's, there's some questions in there, talk about whether or not, is Oklahoma going to start paying players? Essentially, are they going to start paying this? And we know under the table, there's obviously this stuff goes on. There's some legality with it, obviously under NIL. But I think the one thing that Venables was very clear on is he wants to recruit kids that want to be at Oklahoma. And I'm not saying Oklahoma's not doing this, Mark. I mean, to a certain degree, every blue blood team is doing something like this to to keep a competitive advantage over your over the teams that you're recruiting against. I mean, you have to. But I think you're going to see Oklahoma with a lot of guys that maybe truly really want to be here and want to be part of this program. So, but it's a bizarre world of college football right now, where NIL and money seems to be the prevailing factor.
Travis Hunter is 3 months shy of being committed to Florida State for 2 years, March of 2020. So for 21 months, he's been committed to Florida State. And again, this wasn't just he committed on Twitter and then you never heard another thing. Like he's been invested in the program. Okay, enough Travis Hunter, because this is about Oklahoma.